Hi guys, I'm working on sunflower. We got the fall season coming and there's all kinds of sunflowers I've done. So one of the things I wanted to do is, I should do this. I'm going to do an oval one center here. And I'm going to put lots of pinks and yellows in it, just something a little different. But we're going to come around the outside edge with my scruffy brush. This is a one-stroke scruffy brush. It's all natural hair. And what you want to do is not wet this. You can clean it at the end by pouncing it on the bottom of the water basin. But basically, this brush will not do a nice pouncing like wisteria or sinners or whatever if it's wet. You'll have a muddy mess, okay? So, see, I can still see the pink showing in there, all right? And what I like to do is with black or brown, pounce the center again. And it depends if you need that darker in the middle of black. If not, it can just be brown. And I want to keep that like an oval too. And then we will pounce in some yellows and all for color. But right now, that big, thick paint needs to dry. But see how you can see the pinks. So one thing I do is I kind of lay the scruffy brush under a wet paper towel so it doesn't dry out. And I could still use it a little bit later. I'm going to use the 16 flat to get my sunflower petals. And what I am working on is art paper. All right, this is gray tones. This is 184 pound. These are tan tones. We sell on our website, onestroke.com. We sell black and we sell gray tones. All right. So those are the two you can find from us. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I might start out with doing some yellow. Now I'm going to dampen this brush. I will dampen that later on the paper towel, the 16 flat. And I'm going to start picking up pink. That looks like yellow to me. Yellow. All right. So what I want you to see is I usually start flat, but I'm going to start here and I'm going to press and then I'm going to slide up. Now, normally I want this wet paint streaking into here, but I'm going to do it a different way today. All right. So see when you come back, if you're on darker tones, what will happen is I can push it here and I can come up and then I can go back and then that makes streaks in here. Okay, so it gives you depth and we're going to put lots of pink mixed in. But as you come around, I'm going to come here and just do some yellow here and there. This is daffodil yellow. Okay, and mostly pinks I'm going to put in here. All right, and then we can put hit and miss yellow in the petals later. Okay, so these are up a little bit more. These are going to come right up and go down. All right, so I can keep this in here and I can start picking up pink. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of pink in here with the yellow. All right, we can do some shorter ones, longer ones. So magenta and bright pink, and they're all multi-surface paints, which means they go indoor, outdoor, on glass, because they have a sealer inside the paint. The formula has a sealer, and it's Folk Art Multi-Surface. It's my go-to paint. I love that I can use it on almost anything I want to paint. So I can be painting on fabric, canvas, greeting cards, glass. I can paint a whole gift from the wrappers, note cards, the gift bags, note cards, and more. All right, you see how pretty that's showing up? All right, now I can take some brown and magenta. See the burnt umber and magenta? And I can have some of these way under here. See that? I can come out and come around. So this is practice strokes. And what happens in practice strokes, I'm teaching you some different techniques that you can use as you're learning the one-stroke painting technique. And so if you are watching Relax and Paint, or if you're a member of my membership, what you can do is come right here and say, how do I make that ivy leaf? How do I use an angle brush to do that stroke? And that's what happens here on Practice Strokes. Okay, so the membership gives you lots of, it's one stroke advantage, so there's advantages, all right? I want you to know you get all kinds of advantages by learning one stroke painting. And to get on and see everything that's happening in the one stroke world, or you want to see these, for these to pop up for you, then please subscribe. Subscribing gives you so many advantages of what's going on, when I'm going to be on. You can, when you subscribe, it's free. You can ring the bell. After you subscribe, you click that, and then there's a bell, and I never knew what that was at first. So yeah, so I didn't want to ring it. So you ring the bell, and as if you're available when I come on, then you can just jump on and see. Or if you go, oh, I'll do that when I get home. At least you know I was on with another free lesson that I do when I do my lives. And I try to do at least 4 or so lives a month. So that's nice. But if you've subscribed right here on my site, on my one Donna Dewberry channel, um, you can go back for years, because I've been over 6, I think they said at least 6 years that I've been on. And if you just found me, just think how much there is for you to go learn. All right. So I should have, right here, I should have pulled a couple of these up. So let's see. So I'm going right here and I'm standing up. Let's see if I can get it lighter here. So it's just coming up towards me. All right, so I'm going to come up and swirl it over, push and stand up. I want some of these to be looking like they're coming at me. Like they're just, does it look a little bit like it's coming at me? There we go. All right, so it's really dark underneath, and I can put some more dark underneath, like right in here. Okay. All right. Now I have a couple little tricks I want to show you as we get in here, but let's come right in here now. I'm going to take this scruffy brush and take off some of it, some of the brown, but I want some brown on there. Okay, so now I'm going to tap the gold yellow ochre, and I'm going to tap it around here. I got a couple more tricks. Let's get this in here. So don't go away. All right. So then I need a little bit of the daffodil yellow. So tap it till it covers the tips. All right. So then I'm going to tilt it, and put some bright yellow in here. Okay. And then right here in the middle, put a little bit of green in the middle. That citrus green right in the middle. And that looks, I'm gonna put that in the water now. But that makes a really good, let me show you. They have the big, beautiful green leaves. So I want to show you that I'm going to bring some, because the sunflowers underneath, the petals are green because they're around underneath holding up this big head of flowers. Okay, so see, we blend, shade, and highlight with each stroke that we make. Now I won't see those petals up there, but we can put them all around, and we can have a big stalk. They have big, huge stalks. Isn't that kind of fun? All right, so let's come in here and let's do a really big leaf and it's going to go off of here. Let's get some floating medium. That's not moving. Okay, so let's bring some more. All right, I'm gonna bring this here, bring this there. Okay. Take it downward. See that going downward? All right, just put a big green leaf out there. Put a few more leaves there. Okay. Now, this paper is not 184 because 184 does not buckle up like that. That's what I sell. So this must have been like 89 or something because see it's bending. But what happens is when this dries, you can dry it and not have that. All right, so what do you think? All right, now what I have to do to give more depth is I can do two things. I can come around with burnt umber, and this is a 10. Okay, I can come right in here and go all the way around and put dark brown, the burnt umber, all in here. And it's going on to those petals. Okay. Now I like to just come in here and float around here, but it's pretty wet. Okay, let's see how that, let me show you. Let me dry the other side. There you go. I'm going to come right here. And this will dry your glass as you're painting. And you can still hear me teaching with this running. You keep it moving. If I leave it right there, see how it's bubbling the paint? That's why you have to be careful of. All right. What I want to show you, you got to make sure that's all dry. All right. So I'm going to take this 16, a bigger brush. And instead of doing that, you would take floating medium. Are you learning anything yet? Are you having fun yet? That's important to me that you enjoy. Oh my gosh, she told me something new that I didn't know. So this is floating medium on most of the brush and burnt umber on one side. So this is what you do. You're going to come right in here and you're going to float the burnt umber. And the dark burnt umber goes against, it's going to go against the brown. And you're going to come around and just gently shade this. And it naturally shades and puts a little dark. Okay, so look what happens. So see, that looks a little bit now more natural. All in here, you got to see it's not dry yet, but you got to let it dry before you do that. Okay. And it looks better if it's not heavy like I did there. I'm going to just pull this back so it's not so wet. Okay. I only dried that side. So just that looks kind of natural. Okay, and I just nicked this with my fingers, so I'm going to clean that up. And the last thing, you want to quit and have all your strokes done so you don't have to come back. But I just want you to see that you can always take the liner and put a little bit of water on it. Okay, a little bit. And you can come around and put little curls. All right, so you're coming here and you can just make it fancier. Did I get brown on there? I did. All right, so the same thing happens with all of those petals. It's like when you're all done, if you feel like, oh, I wish this pink stayed there, you can come right here and add the bright pink. There you go. So we'll see you next time. Have fun. Practice strokes with Donna Dewberry. Bye-bye.